to his right have to summon something great to be able to compete with Usain Bolt tonight.
Set.
There's the start, and Bolt got a good one. Engaged right with him, and Sosa south of foul.
We all know that Minecraft Steve is strong. Like, he's really, really strong. But have you ever wondered if Steve, with the abilities that he has access to in vanilla survival Minecraft, could beat the most athletic humans at their own game? Today, we're putting Steve up against 5 different Olympians in 5 different events to see once and for all if he's more athletic than any human in history. Our first event is canoe. The Olympian that we'll be attempting to beat is the Spanish gold medal winner of the 2016 1,000 meter canoe final, Marcus Walls. Walls was able to complete the 1,000 meters with a time of a little over 3 minutes and 31 seconds, so that's our mark to beat. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, I need to explain how we're going to measure out the 1,000 meter distance in the game. Because one Minecraft block is equal to 1 meter in the real world, a distance of 1,000 blocks matches up perfectly to 1,000 meters. This means that for all 5 of the events, Steve will have a fair race against the Olympians. So, what I'm going to do is go into an ocean-only creative world and measure out a distance of 1,000 blocks, which, again, exactly translates to the real-life distance of 1,000 meters. Alright, there's nothing left to say. Let's race. Steve absolutely crushes any human that has ever touched a canoe. For one thing, we can calculate the speed at which Steve's boat moves to be about 17 miles per hour. The fastest that a human has ever been able to go consistently on a canoe is a little over 12 miles an hour. Another thing, Steve was able to finish the race in only 2 minutes and 6 seconds versus the human time of 3 minutes 31 seconds. This is so far ahead that if we look at where all the humans were at the 2-minute mark of their race, they still had over 300 meters to go, or for all of the Americans watching, over 3 football fields. This is an easy win for Steve, but the next events won't be such a walk in the park. Speaking of next events, let's move on to the high jump and the long jump. The high jump Olympic record of 2.39 meters is held by the American Charles Austin. He set this record back in 1996, and it's held ever since. This one's really easy for us to set up in Minecraft because of the simplicity of the measurements. All we gotta do is make a stack of blocks and see if Steve can jump on top of them. Without status effects, Steve gets crushed by humanity on this one. He can jump on top of 1 block and 3 snow, which means that he can jump approximately 1.4 meters. But the magic happens when we take a little jump boost potion. The potion nearly doubles the height that Steve can jump, as we can now jump on top of 2 blocks and a slab, meaning that Steve can jump 2.5 meters in the air, beating us humans by a margin of about 0.1 meters. Oh, well, if Steve can beat the high jump, then he can surely beat the long jump also. Yeah, that's what I thought too until I tried it. The long jump that we're competing against is the very impressive 8.38 meter jump performed by American Jeff Henderson at the 2016 Olympics. Imagine if you could jump that far. Do you even know how long that is? Okay, you know Shaq, right?
The chocolate ice.
The guy that makes regular sized people look like Oompa Loompas? Yeah. If you lined up 4 Shaqs and jumped over him, that's how far this guy jumped. That's just crazy. Anyways, back to Minecraft. Without anything fancy, it's pretty easy for Steve to get a 4-block jump. I know that a 5-block jump is possible, but it's so hard I couldn't even get a recording of myself doing it. So here's somebody else. My first idea to increase our jump to over 8 blocks was to combine Soul Speed 3 boots with Speed 2 and a leaping potion. I thought this would easily be able to clear the gap, but no matter how much I tried, it was no good. So I went back to the drawing board. After a little bit of thinking, I decided that my best shot was to lay out a path of ice and a ceiling so that I could head bash to get a lot of speed. If we combine the ice method with the 2 potions that we used before, that should give us our best shot at victory. So let's try it.
They've won 22 of 27 Olympic gold medals in the long jump. He also wants to go even better. Has he got the power to finish this? It looks like he's done it.
So there's another win for Steve. Good thing we haven't had too hard of a challenger yet.
He's a real big chance. Can he do it again? What a swim!
Yep. Our next Olympian to beat is the person with the most Olympic gold medals of all time, Michael Phelps. The event that we'll be competing in is the 200-meter freestyle. All that there is to do in Minecraft is to go back into our ocean world, measure out 200 blocks, and get swimming. So can Steve beat Phelps without anything that boosts his speed in the water?
Britain. So here we go, Rowdy. Michael Phelps looking for Olympic history.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I would have to pull out like all the stops for this. I thought I was about to have to do so many shenanigans so that Steve could win, but he honestly just steamrolls Michael Phelps. Like, it's not even close. With a time of only 54 seconds, Steve demolishes Phelps. But Steve can go even faster than this. Much, much faster. If we combine Depth Strider 3 with the effects of a dolphin, just watch. Yeah, by completing this race in a little over 6 seconds, Steve is 17 times faster than Michael Phelps, so I think we can mark it as a win. Alright, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. Can Steve beat Usain Bolt in a race? Usain Bolt is a man that needs no introduction. He can run so fast that a policeman could pull him over for speeding in a school zone. We know the drill at this point. Measure out 100 blocks and let's race. Yeah, Steve gets crushed without any special effects. So let's stack soul speed and a potion and see if that gets us close. What you're about to see is me lining up Steve and how fast he would actually be in this race.
There's the start, and Bolt got a good one. Engaged right with him, and Sosa off a foul. Bailey's there too. But here's Bolt. Bolt charging to the front. He's coming, but can't catch him. Usain Bolt. Look at the time.
Yep. Steve wins by over a full second, which doesn't really sound like much, but watching it in context is pretty crazy. So, there you go. 5 Olympians, 5 easy wins for Steve. So, in conclusion, Steve needs to nerf in Super Smash Bros.